So there is a lot you can do with strings, with text, as you can tell, but there's one additional thing you should know about strings, which I also want to show you here. Let's say we don't want to use this approach, which we added in the last lecture, but instead this code here, where we output everything in one line, but in a formatted way. Now, of course, this line here is rather long. What you could do in such a case is split that text across multiple lines. Though, as you see, here I'm getting an error. The reason for that is that you can't split a string across multiple lines if you're using double quotes. Instead, you have to replace the double quote with the backtick character. So that's not a single quote here. Instead, that's the backtick character, which is a special character on your keyboard. You'll find it somewhere, and you can use that for opening and terminating the string. And when using this character here for enclosing the string, you can add line breaks there, as many as you want. Now, if we run this code now, you see that this, of course, might look a bit strange because of all those line breaks we added here. You also see that this line break placeholder here, which we used before, is now no longer treated to break the lines. Instead, it's now treated as regular text. Because we're using these backticks and their line breaks are simply added as visual line breaks in your editor, you could say, as actual line breaks therefore. And therefore this has no longer any effect. And whilst I won't use this here, because I prefer the other approach, where we have these standalone formatted strings, it is something you should know, because sometimes, of course, you'll be working on Go programs where you might have some longer text, which should be all in one string, and which should be broken across multiple lines. And in that case, this backtick character and this way of creating strings can be helpful.